This nigga said some wild shit about Michael Jackson. He needs to confirm that shit right quick. That shit's crazy. Beat that shit, bitch ass nigga. This bitch ass nigga's on the phone like a bitch ass nigga. We a bunch of real ass niggas, but there's two bitch ass niggas.
Hey, I'm just the man behind the camera, that's all. Michael Jackson was the GOAT and he can never be outsold.
Yes, he can be in.
Bars.
Yes, he can be in. That's not bullshit.
I'm gonna repeat that. Michael Jackson's the GOAT and he can never be outsold.
Are we back on this one?
Yeah, we are back on this.
Oh,
He
Lord.
needs to fucking finish his point and needs to be disproven by the internet because he's wrong. It doesn't make sense.
Michael Jackson's the GOAT.
He's
He
the
can never
GOAT.
be outsold.
No, he's a GOAT. He's the GOAT.
And he can never be outsold.
He will be.
He will be.
For a fact, he will be.
Obviously,
Because that's how. Because times will move. Times will always move, man.
Exactly.
He will be outsold eventually.
More and more people are
He
getting
will.
born every single day. More
He
and more people
will.
are buying tunes.
He will be outsold
Times are good,
eventually.
but he still hasn't been outsold.
But he will
No one's
be.
come close.
It's only
Not
been.
even remotely.
Listen,
Take time.
It's only been like 12
Listen.
years since he's
It'll come,
passed.
Might not be this lifetime. Somebody.
And it doesn't exist. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I want here to see it.
You want here to see, that's a different.
Listen.
I think in my lifetime I'll see something
Man,
outside
ba-
Michael Jackson.
That man basically said,
I'll
if
see
a
some
tree
of
falls in the forest, they even fall.
Does it make a sound?
Does it make a sound? That's
Does it
it.
make a sound?
That's it.
But no. Michael will be outsold in my lifetime. I think so.
He will be. In this lifetime? I don't know about this
Man,
lifetime.
who's gonna do it? Jake Paul? You know what I mean?
Jake Paul's role. Jake Paul.
Who do you think is gonna beat Jake Paul eventually?
Who's he gonna fight?
Fury. He's gonna.
He's not gonna fight Fury. Oh, Tommy.
Fury.
Yeah,
Tommy.
Fury confirmed. They're confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fighting Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh, if he beats Tommy, oh man.
I think Molly May's gonna
Tommy.
leave him.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
What we say? I would put money in this. I see
Tommy,
Fury.
I really hope Tommy wins.
Bro, Tyson will train him up. He will train him.
I know.
knows Tommy.
Tyrone's not a he's not a boxer, but I thought
Tyron Woodley, sorry.
Tyrone Woodley,
Yeah.
I thought Tyrone was gonna do it, and Tyrone couldn't get the job
Tyrone
done.
should have done it.
I thought you could, but he couldn't.
The UFC,
That's the thing.
they're disappointed in him.
But that's the thing with mixed martial arts, doesn't really translate well to boxing. You think it would, but it doesn't because you're cutting off half of his fighting style. You're cutting away legs now.
That's his posture.
Yes and no,
His
but
stance.
he's never really been the boxing style anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's never been the boxing style. Like, he's got good strikes, but he's never been the. I mean, Conor McGregor can kind of box. He's decent.
I'm just saying I'm scared because we can't keep on, this can't keep on happening. The more and more that dude keeps winning fights, the more and more he gets cocky.
The more and more white supremacy wins.
Yeah, but he's beating other white people though. So apart from Tyrone,
He keeps fucking up brothers.
he keeps on beating other white people.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of seeing our brothers getting beaten up by white men. It's happened too much now.
Well, who else?
Tyson got beaten up. Not Tyson, fucking Deontay got banged up by a white man.
I mean, he didn't get banged
Hugging
up.
his
He didn't
leg.
get banged up. He didn't 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 get banged up. He lost the fight. He didn't
Anthony
get
got banged up by fucking Usyk. And that man's
Anthony?
Anthony Joshua got banged up by Usyk. And that man's on the internet going, I'm very feel.
Speaking of that though, Anthony can come back. He can come back if he actually sticks to his true style and gets a few more other things going.
Isn't there a
Fuck him
rematch?
up.
Isn't there a rematch?
Yeah, you reinstated
there's a rematch already.
Yeah, with Usyk,
Yeah,
I
man.
think. Yeah, next
Yeah,
year.
man.
He has to come in there with power and just beat him up.
Oh wait, it's next year. When next year?
I think this is March 2022.
Oh fuck.
It's not that long away.
That is quite long.
You think?
That's 3 months into next year. I don't care. That's after Valentine's Day.
Valentine's is gone.
Valentine's is coming.
Where's your fight? Where's your girl, Ruin?
Huh? Don't talk to me about that, please.
And then,
Don't talk to me about
pew pew,
Jimmy.
What name's the pancake?
But no. We have to keep. No. Someone has to give it to him. Someone has to give it to him.
Someone has.
I feel like if
Jake has to go.
If Jake Paul beats Tommy, Jake is a boxer. He
He already is a boxer.
Yeah.
No, we have to give it to him because right now he's doing more numbers than 90% of the boxes.
But he's not fighting a lot of boxers.
Yeah, but then he'll do one fight and then
That's what I'm saying. If he does,
he's
if he
pulling
wins,
in money.
If he
If
wins.
I was a boxer right now, I'd want to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, of course.
Bring
Not
home
from a
that
business perspective,
bread.
but from the crowd. If
yeah.
he beats Tommy Fury, he can classify himself.
yeah, he can classify as a professional boxer.
You can actually go into boxing.
Yo,
at this point.
do you think Tyson's just like, yo, you better not fuck it? Like,
Yeah, he said.
Bro, do you know
I
what
think
Tyson
he
said?
said. Yeah, he said it.
You want to hear what Tyson said?
wait, what did Tyson say?
Bro, he said.
Because I'm thinking out, because on a real though, because if Tyson can't, Tyson would have to hold him up and be like, yo, this is a name big. This is
It's bigger than you now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
this is a legacy. Right
It's
now,
a legacy fight, bro.
You see what I just did to the? You see what I did to my man? You see what I did to my man?
You fumble, bro.
All right, cool.
Look,
Don't
this
do
is
that.
what he said. So, audience.
Wait, what?
This is what Tyson Fury said
Wait, he said to what? To
about his brother, cousin.
His brother.
his brother. Tommy's his brother.
Okay. Oh,
Pew pew pew. Pampana.
He played the clip and there was no audio.
Him and Jake think the fight needs to happen. Him and Jake Paul, Tommy and Jake will get the fight done. And if Tommy can't splatter Jake Paul, I'll retire him from boxing myself.
Oh shit!
It doesn't need to be a boxer. If he can't beat Jake Paul, forget about boxing. Because he's got
Whoa!
ambitions of being a world champion. Never mind beating some YouTube guy. But it's a great fight for the social media world. But if Tommy has got any ambitions on being a world champion, his name's Fury. If he can't beat Jake Paul, I'll have to change his name.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Don't
facts.
do
Big
it
facts.
like that, Tyson.
It's a bit of a stick on steel.
No!
no, that's the kind of pressure he needs.
No!
It's-
No, that might be too. No! Why you gotta do it
I'd
like
be
that?
fucking stressed.
It's only
What?
fair. It's not, I would say the
fair.
same shit.
It's fair.
I would say
No.
relatively fair. You need to change the name.
put in the work.
Like you said, it's peak. It's peak now. It's
he's
a legacy fight now.
Listen, he's meant to be a boxer, bro.
But
Exactly.
If you can't be a YouTube guy, forget, retire from the sport.
But if Tommy does knock him out, his name's on the map.
Name's on the map,
All
bro.
the YouTube people,
Bro, the Fury brothers are gonna be like the guys now.
And what's it? Tommy's in a different weight class. He's not heavyweight.
he's not heavyweight.
He's what? Is he?
Nah, he's maybe
Is he
welterweight,
mid?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
something like that.
I don't know how big the guy is, but
Yeah, I don't think he's heavyweight, but he's in the. He's in. Yeah, he's there.
that's pressure.
That is
That
pressure.
would mess me up.
It's a legacy fight. It is actually now a legacy fight.
bro, that was what he said. We were all thinking that. You know
But
what I'm saying?
is there like a date for that one?
I don't know where it is.
No, but they confirmed. He accepted it over. I think he said, "Yeah, let's make that."
Oh man.
It's a legacy bout, man.
Oh,
You're fighting for the name. Yeah, that put me in a fucking different mindset. I'm not gonna lie. That would be like, okay, I'm just training.
Oh, yo,
forever.
if that one's in the UK, I'll go watch that one live.
I think I don't know wherever it's gonna be. Yeah, I'll watch that one.
You
I'm
know,
gonna watch it.
I might even try and watch it live even if it isn't in the UK.
Yeah, I'll stay up to 4 a.m.
No, I mean, get tickets to that.
Oh,
bitch.
tickets.
Yeah, go fly over there.
Go fly over. If it's in
drive
Vegas,
over there.
go fly to Vegas.
I've never been Nevada, yo.
I've never been to Nevada. I'm curious.
I've never been to Nevada,
Viva Las
yo.
Vegas.
I had no idea that the last AJ fight was in Tottenham.
Really?
Oh, what was it?
What? Wait, this fight?
The one that he lost.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
That was at Hotspurs.
Fight Hard Lane. Yeah.
What? I thought that was mad. I had no idea.
I love that building is now doing different things. Like that between that. What else are they doing now? They're doing NFL games.
Yeah.
You know, they might want to do a wrestling show there one day.
You know what I mean? Tottenham's changing up. It's no longer scary anymore. You should go down there. You should go down there, hang out.
I don't want to say anything about. I don't want to say how I feel about Tottenham.
On live,
Like
online,
my-
on a public forum.
my life, but you know, Tottenham's a place.
It's a place, like anywhere's a place.
You know what? Yeah, I was talking to a friend on the way here, right? But I think gentrification is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing and it's not a good thing at the same time. It's a thing.
What do you mean it's not a good thing?
Because it's not a good.
Wait. What do you mean by
But it's not a good thing when you use it to push out people that have been living here and made a livelihood and lived there for the past, like, I don't know, let's say arbitrary, 20, 30 years, and you just kick them out and said,
Yeah,
go find
that's
somewhere up the north. That's when it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing when you're bringing in new businesses to revitalize the place and just like give the place a different name than it was before, where people would probably call it, for lack of a better term, like a murder capital or some shit.
Yeah, like fuck this shit, bro.
I mean, so it's good and bad.
Real talks. Like, you know when the Sainsbury's coming, you know it's a white area.
It's a rap, bro.
No, but then that's the
think
thing.
the
I don't
Costa-
think.
My mind
See,
is-
I don't
if it's
think.
the Costa-
I don't
if it's
think
the Costa-
business. I don't think businesses is what make it. Is not make it white. Like, I can't-
What
when they
makes
start bringing, if they start like if black people start to move out the area or start to be moved out the area, and then white people come in, that's But come on, black people deserve Sainsbury's too.
everyone
That's not a white man. That doesn't make the area
No,
white.
but we do, but it's just when we look at the prices, it's not the same as Lidl, Aldi, and Asda, bro. That's what white
Wait, you know what? I don't even go to Asda. Is Asda supposed to be cheaper?
It's relatively cheap. I don't normally buy it, but it's relatively cheap.
It's supposed to be quite cheap.
Sainsbury's is one of the most expensive, I would say. I mean, it's not.
Sainsbury's.
It's expensive, bro.
I mean, if the top is Waitrose and maybe underneath right under is M&S,
And then-
I'd say Tesco then Sainsbury's.
Tesco's ain't expensive at all.
Nah, I
Oh,
would say-
Sainsbury's then Tesco.
Tesco's.
Sainsbury's and Tesco, yeah, probably like that.
Tesco, if you got a club card, you won't feel it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Actually, to be fair, true.
Trust me, a different price. You know about that. Man got the.
You know that's what Don't forget your club card.
The little thing, yeah. That's the old school thing.
Hey, yo, Mandem, put up your club cards and hold them up proud.
Hold them up proud.
Don't let those toxic women in the comment section tell you that you can't use a club card. Bro,
Bro,
Put your club card in the sky.
I've been scanning my club card everywhere, bro. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
about 2 months ago, I went to Costa, you know what I'm saying, and I was getting my regular flipping cappuccino. And one black lady was like, "Oh, young man, what you doing?" I said, looked around and was like, "You talking to me?" "Yeah, what's your club card, mate? Download it right now." You know what I mean?
For Costa, I'm not. You know what? I'm never gonna go Costa. I mean, like, I don't think I'm ever going to be a Costa.
Yeah,
a Costa customer.
Like a regular.
Like, I'm not. First of all, I don't like coffee. Yeah.
I only like tea, but I can make one own.
I don't like the only coffee I like is the one who sung Toast. Yeah.
Hilarious.
And like the prices in that place, I don't deal with
I don't like it,
I
bro.
don't deal with it.
Bruv.
I can't lie. So the other day I was coming out of a hotel stay, yeah, and there was nothing around but Costa. The person I was with, there was it wasn't a Costa, it was a Starbucks. Is it me or is it the same shit? Same shit, different logo.
Basically.
Anyways, there was a Starbucks and there was a co-op. That was the only things that was there. Yeah. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah?
Starbucks. I'm gonna go get Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah?
And I'm like, I'm trying to tell her, like, are you being serious? Like, anyways, we've walked in there. I've gone into co-op, got a meal deal, drink. No, meal. Got a drink, packet of crisps, sandwich.
Yeah.
Snack drink.
And then I decided to get some shortbreads, you know?
I mean, one little shortbread.
Came up to £4.50, right?
Yeah, man.
My girl got one sandwich.
Came up to £4.
And it was more than the meal deal and oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh my goodness. I will never go to those stores.
Yeah.
There's three of them. There's Costa.
Pretty Major, Starbucks.
In fact, I think it was Pret. I
Pretty
don't think it
Major.
was Starbucks. I think it was Pret.
It was a Pretty Major.
I think it was Pret.
Is it Manger or Major? Is there an N in there? There's an N in there, I swear. Pretty Major. Manja.
Yeah, I see those.
Manja.
Yeah, I see
Pretty
those.
Manja.
I just say Pret,
The Pretty Manja.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
You know what? With me, it doesn't even matter because I'm never gonna go there.
I'm never gonna go there.
You don't like a young cappuccino then?
No.
Young
To be fair, I don't even like coffee myself, really. I only liked it when I was working at like Oaxaca. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said names. Anyways, them man fired me, but whatever. Fuck you, man. I'm kidding.
I made it.
Man, not me. Find them cut in.
Cut the cameras.
What, you gonna shout Charlie
Charlie, cut that shit.
Cut it right there.
Cut that right there.
remember when we were youths and we had Nando's to go on our little dates? What do the kids have nowadays?
Nando's.
Because they just go Nando's.
Yeah.
No, but Nando's ain't got that
can't
flair.
afford Nando's.
No, but Nando's is not that flair anymore. Like
it has
I'm
to
not
be.
like it,
Nando's
I don't
and
think
creams.
I don't think kids are saying, "Oh, let's go on a date to Nando's." When we had Nando's,
TGIs.
no, because
They're
when we
going
had
TGIs.
Nando's,
They're going
Nando's.
TGIs, you think?
Listen, when we had Nando's, Nando's had class. Not to say it don't have class anymore, but Nando's had like
was
a
prestige.
small sense of
It was
prestige.
Vapiano's.
So we could go to Nando's, spend £30, and you
I
and
feel
your,
like you
you
done
and
something.
babes. Yeah.
You feel like you did something.
For both of you. Yeah.
And you were both happy. Kids today ain't gonna do that.
I mean, it's been rinsed out, innit? So it's not the
Kids
same.
today ain't gonna do that. So what is their restaurant? They ain't got one.
Nando's
I'm telling
and
you.
creams.
I'm telling you, creams.
Creams is
TGIs,
I don't like
Very
creams.
expensive. The one time a girl took me out on a date, she took me to Creams.
It's hella expensive. I've only had there like 2 times.
Yeah, I know about that. I swear, I like it. The dessert thing, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dessert thing and you know.
Yeah, they do like pancakes and cakes and ice creams and
I'm
stuff
not
like
on that, bruv. Nah, bruv. Man ain't on that.
It's too much.
I don't do
It's
dessert, bruv.
It's too much diabetes for the main part.
Run
of
my
the
nose.
day.
I think I'm a cookie.
Calorifically.
For the main part of the day, it's too much. It's too.
Way
yeah.
too much. That's an afterthought, bro.
I just realised I've been rubbing my nose hella hard on the camera. It's gonna look like I'm a
been
fucking
doing
crack
coke?
feed.
You
Like,
been
just be
doing
sniffing
coke?
shit. My nose itchy, bro.
Booger sugars.
I've been doing that booger sugar.
Booger sugar. Booger
Bro,
sugar.
my nose itchy as hell as
Booger
fuck.
sugar
God
roos.
damn it.
The thing that you showed me earlier, the music video thing, I just feel like people are overreacting.
What, the Jesy Nelson thing?
I feel like people are overreacting.
I feel it is an overreaction. I feel like my personal reaction to it is that I don't like the song. Nothing to do with really what's like it's about, what she's trying to say. I don't like the song. I just think it's a bit. She doesn't. The beat isn't changed. It's not different. It's the same beat. The only difference you added probably a little bit more bass to it, and that's it. Like,
Is it bad that I kind of like the song apart from when Nicki comes in?
that's fair.
I can listen to the song. I can
That's fair.
listen to the song without Nicki and be
So you like white women over black women? Is that what you're saying?
Explain yourself. Explain
You
yourself.
like the white devil
goodness. Oh my
over your black queens.
My goodness.
Black community.
Can someone get this guy a Twitter account?
He already is.
I'm putting my fucking hat. Dr. Umar in the flesh.
No, no. You know what? It's just I don't dislike the song.
I just think it's a bit dead, personally. But I don't hate her. I don't feel like, oh my god, she's cultural appropriation. And my thing with this cultural appropriation is people only care if it's shit. If you don't like it, it's cultural appropriation. These times, enough people have been doing it. Gwen Stefani, Christina Aguilera, shit, even black people themselves. Timbaland did a tune called Indian Flute. Fucking Busta Rhymes made Arab money. It's good. You know what I mean? If it's good, you don't
Actually,
give a shit.
Yeah, that's interesting because
you know what it is?
Yeah, when other people be doing it, like I didn't think of Indian flute until you just said that.
Bro, that's cultural
Yeah,
appropriation, bro.
that's-
If it's bro,
And the thing is that-
Wu-Tang.
Exactly.
If it's done well, you don't care.
Yeah.
So we need to shut up and get off
you
their
know what?
high
I feel
horses.
like me saying yeah, somebody in the comments would rip me a shred. Rip me.
They're gonna rip a shred to anything, bro. Dave Chappelle's been a comedian for 30 years and they're still trying to take him down, bro. The nigga rich as shit.
When he did the Dave Chappelle show.
Chappelle show.
Cultural appropriation. Yeah.
Chappelle show.
You know what I mean?
It's
Bruv,
crazy.
cultural appropriation is only bad if you don't like it. That's it. And I'm gonna stand on that. I don't care.
I don't get it. No. Wait. No. What? Wait. It's only appropriation. Is that what you believe?
No,
or
I'm
you-
saying
okay,
it's only you only care if it's bad. If you find it bad, that's when you're going like, oh my god, why is she doing that to that and doing this to this? That's when people care. If it sounds good,
what was the?
you don't care.
So what was like? So people was mad.
The
that she
issue was that one, they were looking at her skin tone and comparing it to her a few years ago, where her skin tone looks darker. Well, ultimately, you can be like,
no.
she tans a lot, but you can see that
no,
you could possibly.
no.
Wait, let me learn 1 second. You could be like, oh, she's like looking darker. Oh, she's putting on this like black epithet, like she's trying to be like a black girl. In the music video, you have her idea of the song is about her loving bad boys, and her idea that is personified is a bunch of is relatively, most of the boys, there's some white boys here and there, but most of the boys were black and they were grilled up and they had tattoos and they were wedge. And that's what it seemed like that's her idea.
Job. Those brothers got paid handsomely.
Them niggas getting paid though. You know what I mean?
Them brothers got paid handsomely.
They didn't see no way about it. They got paid.
No, but
there's probably a few other things, but that's what I was seeing on socials.
To me, it just looked like she just tanned. Like again, like so many other. I swear I've even seen what's the name? Cheryl Cole do that quite a few times.
Yeah.
She would just be tan.
Hella tan looking.
You know what? A lot of girls in my school used to do that. A lot of girls in my school I used to see them like top up, put the cream on. It was like some cream and you could put it on.
Like 15 and shit.
Bro.
Well, wild life.
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised?
No, I'm just saying. You know, when you say it out loud, it's like, wow, that's quite.
Because when you think about it, you know. But that's why when I hear about like things that kids be doing, I don't look at it in any sort of shock because I think of what we were doing when we were young.
Yeah.
Like everything that I used to do is everything that these kids are doing now. Nothing more extreme, nothing less extreme. Is exact same.
Yeah.
Like and people be acting like, oh my god. It's the only thing I would give it is that it does look weird in reflection. Yeah. So when you look at it, because when you're young, you never look at your peers as, oh my god, you look like a baby. You know, you just look like me. But then when you get older and you actually see how young these kids actually are, then you're like, oh shit. And then I usually like reflect more on myself. I'll be like, yo, is that what I look like? Oh my god. Like, yeah, but yeah, no, the girls in my school was drenched in fake tan. A lot of the girls in my school. I went to a predominantly white school. My school was pretty much all white, you know, apart from me and a few others. So yeah, like I used to see that a lot. I watched those videos and I was just like, yeah, this is just somebody in tan. Yeah, you know.
And also with this cancel culture thing, man, I feel like people,
no, there's no way behind it.
No, there's no way. But my thing is like, I feel like there's too many hypocrites on this interwebs, bro. I feel like everyone's like acting like they are the epitome of good person. We all are pieces of dog shit.
The internet,
we are all
the internet.
Suck.
The internet is a good place for people to not to close anyone's words. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to say, or not to like make anyone's arguments or take.
Yeah, avoid. You're not trying to avoid the argument. Yeah,
but I just feel like the internet is a lot of people.
It's fake outrage.
Having a space to be pissed off about everything.
Yeah,
you know, like you're angry about this, and then you see this on Twitter, and then you go mad at it because you're angry at that. Like you had a bad day.
You take your job is
pissing you off. Your girlfriend pissed you off. Your man's pissed you off. And then Jesy Nelson drops some music. You're like, fuck. and that's what it is. Like
it's a chain reaction.
But the internet pissed me. You know what? Like I can't lie. The majority, like I only see British
people losing.
I don't know, like, because I never pay attention to what goes on there across the sea, so I only pay attention. And I can't lie, this year I've realised something about Britain, about London. We complain about everything.
Yeah, man, we
complain about everything. We complain about the things that we wanted at one point. You give us something that we wanted, and we like, I know, right? But again, I've said this before off camera. The Hackney
the sculpture thing,
the sculptures that they didn't Hackney,
the fruits.
I get stuff. What you mean. Oh yeah, you did this, but you could have done that. And I get it, but it's like, you guys just gonna complain about it.
Yeah, you're gonna complain. Let's think of a new thing.
You're gonna come on the internet and just complain about it. I can't lie. If I was to cancel at this point, I'll just be like, yo, I'm not doing anything for you again. Like, come on,
fine.
Like Jesus. Like I get what you mean, but it's like everything. It's like, and especially if you're the person putting up the work Like, you're the one who made it. I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of black people behind it.
I mean, the sculpture was made by a black woman. Sculptures were made by a black woman.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of black people behind that. Like, not only the person, like you said, the person who made it,
but the
I'm
team
pretty
that
sure there
was like,
a
oh,
team
what can we
behind it,
do?
like, what can we do to represent our culture? It might not have been, but I think it could have been.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's just like, people just complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. And it's like,
I don't know why people couldn't just see it as like a cool art piece. Just leave it like
no, but
that.
that's what, I was just using that as an example.
No, but I'm just
It's
saying,
like,
because the outrage is so intense.
I mean,
Why
I can't,
you
like,
just see
it looks good, but
It looks- it's like,
it doesn't look that
it's not-
great.
it's not-
I don't understand why it was even a topic of.
that? Yeah, I mean, it's not moving the needle. Of course, it's not.
It just looks like something I would walk past when I get off the train or the bus, and
if I'm really interested, I'll be like,
no,
oh,
I wouldn't
this was
even
about.
look at it. I would just walk past it. I just
Yeah.
kind of see it, I'd be like, okay, and just keep walking.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's not going to move the needle, but it's. I mean, it looks kind of cool.
Everyone just complains. Everyone just complains. And everyone has great ways to articulate themselves to just be,
Upset.
to just whinge. They have great articulation for their bitching.
Yeah.
They know how.
Yeah.
That's what it is to me. Like, it's like everyone, oh my goodness. I'll never forget them when, I'll never forget when, because this is what I mean when I say, like, if you're the person that has put up the art piece, done the work, and then you see that first tweet that someone's like shooting you down for it, and then everyone jumps at you after. I'll never forget when 21 Savage, you know, when he was going through that thing when he was going to get deported?
Yeah.
And there was all these memes going on, right? And then up to this day, I was like, Wale, I love you, but you're a prick for this one.
Wait, Wale?
Yeah, Wale.
Which one?
Bro, Wale, the rapper Wale.
Okay.
She put Demi Lovato put up the tweet, and she said during the halftime show, she was like, I'm not even paying attention to it because right now I'm entertained more by all these memes about 21 Savage, right? And then Wale tweeted her saying, I don't know what's funny about a black man fighting for his freedom. And then everyone started grilling Demi Lovato to the point where she had to delete her account. But I feel like that is what the internet is like something that is not like, because we all know that's not what Demi Lovato meant. And we know that Wale was joking. Before he said that, everyone was getting in on the bants on those memes. There was bare memes. It was
basically like, you can't make fun.
Yeah, so it's like, but that's what I feel like. That's what the internet is. Anything that goes up there, someone's like, no, you can't have fun. No one's allowed to have fun. No one is allowed to have fun. The world is too much of a bad place for anyone to laugh. So here's what we're gonna do. Something's gonna
But I feel like Wale was trolling her as well.
I bet you there was. Listen, Jesy Nelson herself, the director of the video, the producers, the team behind
P Diddy, Nicki
the
Minaj.
team behind the production itself, P Diddy, Nicki Minaj, her team, her family, Jessy's family and friends, they were all ready to support that video.
Gassed.
And all it took was one person to say,
like,
that's cultural appropriation. And then the internet just...
Yeah!
I mean,
He said, yeah, you're right! You know what I mean? The mob became.
Listen, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
These days, you put a piece of work up. You better, as soon as you put it up, you upload it on your phone. You just dash the phone and jump back.
You know what I mean?
Chair,
Be ready for fire and brimstone.
Poke your head up at the top, like.
You want to fight?
Because I get some of the outrage. I get it, but then I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like complaining is ever the thing that you need to be concerned with.
Yeah.
Like, say your piece and then keep it moving. The internet will complain about something for about 2-3 days.
It doesn't hold the weight.
And then forget about it.
Yeah.
And then complain about something else.
It'll all blow over the next day.
And then when they're praising something, they praise it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The only time I use Twitter, I use Twitter is when Love Island's on. If Love Island's not on, I'm not on Twitter. I ain't got no reason.
To be fair, I've only
Twitter.
seen you ever on Twitter because of Love Island. I've only ever seen you on Twitter when there's Love
Exactly.
Island. And one time, but I think you were promoting something.
And these times I've lost my account.
What, your Twitter account?
I've not lost my account, but I can't remember the password.
Okay, yeah, so fair enough.
I can't remember the password. And it doesn't matter. I didn't have much followers on it anyway, so I just made a new account. I can't lie. I looked at it and I saw the beginning and I was like, oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the social media apps, I've had the most fun on Twitter.
See, the reason why I don't have fun on Twitter is because I'm a visual person.
Fair point.
That's why Instagram will always top it for me.
But Instagram is losing its magic to me because it's turning into a shop now. It's jarring me. I feel like it's one trying to sell me things and trying to sell me things. Literally, every time it's trying to sell me things. Even in a regular post, it's trying to sell me something. I'm like,
you know that scene in The Social Network, yeah, when Sean Parker is at the dinner with Mark and
what Edward Salvin?
Yeah, and he's like, and Mark is like, Edward is saying that we need to get adverts, and then and then Sean's like, having adverts is like having the coolest party on campus, but it has to be over by 11.
Yeah.
And every time I see an advert, I think of that line. I'm thinking like, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. And what I love to see is when people like see a normal post and it says sponsored on the top. So
yeah.
Like, you paid for that.
Big.
Someone posts a normal ass
picture and they pay for it.
How is he gonna say sponsored on the top of your selfie?
Of your selfie. It's like, you're reaching now. You're reaching.
But those are
it's very sad.
Those ones to me those are a little itch. Those ones are quite funny.
It's like,
those ones are quite funny.
Darling. Not even darling, mate.
I don't mind. I think Snapchat has been ruined because of that.
I tried Snapchat and I was like, I don't like this. And
That's
then
okay.
The only time I've ever been on it.
Personal reasons. You know what I mean? If you're trying to keep it personal,
yeah.
it's cool.
The way you said
every time I'm on Snapchat, I always put the conversations to 24 hours, bro. I don't want that shit to delete right after. I don't know what I've said. You're responding to something. I'm like, what did I say again? I don't remember.
I don't get Snapchat. The only time I've ever really been on it was like, was it with my ex? And then it was like, one time I was just porn on it.
No,
I just turned porn.
Wait,
on the mic.
Wait, who was you following? Wait, who was you following?
No, just like what you would swipe through. I'd be like, that's porn. I was like, why is this person made a sex tape on and put it, of all places, Snapchat? I guess one, because it's gone after, 24 hours.
Yeah, but then that's like stories. You put out that shit on stories.
You know what I mean? Someone could just, rip that or whatever. I don't know.
No, but it tells you screenshot. I feel like they need to start doing that on Instagram.
What's that?
Let you know if somebody screenshots your story on Instagram.
That should be... that's going to cause a mayhem. That's going to cause mayhem.
But why?
Exactly. That will be insanity.
Wait.
That's trying to start a fight.
Wait. So whose stories have you been screenshotting?
I'm just saying it's going to start a fight. Don't try and play me. You think you're slick. You're not that slick.
Nah, because I get you know what? Because sometimes I feel like people might be
screenshotting your story.
Yeah. And on Snap it's beautiful because it always tells me. And then I message them straight after, like, why did you screenshot that? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What's this for?
What are you doing with that footage?
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
Delete that footage. Delete that footage.
What are you doing with that footage? And am I gonna get royalties?
Yeah, I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's talk business.
Wait, when all the shit went down, like when the social media just shut down, I felt really
Oh my
cool,
goodness!
bro.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my
I felt
goodness! The
so
outage. The outage.
That was a very good time to see human
I was
reaction.
watching Alice in Borderlands.
Oh, is that show good?
That show is brilliant.
Wait, what country is it
That
from?
show is Japanese.
Oh,
It
okay.
is brilliant, but we will get to Alice in Borderlands. But, yeah, because obviously I've recently gone over to the iPhone, the dark side.
Ugh.
I hate those things.
Ugh.
But I've been on the iPhone as of recently, yeah. And to me, it bothered me because it was Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I didn't know. I just thought it was my internet.
Yeah,
So
same.
I turned my phone
Restarted
on.
everything.
Turned my phone on, off. I was turning off my data. I was
Turning off Wi-Fi.
I was turning off my data and turning on my Wi-Fi. I was thinking, what's going on? Then I turned it off for a little bit. Watched a couple episodes of Alice in Borderlands. Turned it back on. things to not work. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Yeah? Listen, by the time I refreshed that shit the last time and tried to get it to work and it wasn't working, what I did was I went on the internet. I went on to Safari and then I tried to load it up on that and it still wouldn't work.
Oh, man.
Instagram. Instagram still wouldn't come up. So I started cussing. Like, you know how angry? No, I want people to. No, I want you all in the room. All of you. Because I see phones in hands and no one's going to be digesting what I'm saying right now.
Put your phone down.
Think about how angry you have to be the only person in your house. No one else is there but you. You're on your own and you're cussing out loud. Think about how angry you have to be. I'm cussing iPhones.
You fucking thing, bro.
I'm cussing iPhones. Yeah. I am cussing the way I am cussing iPhones. In my house on my own. These effing things. Why does it never work? It's so shit. I'm going back to Samsung. Oh my goodness. These phones are so crap. And then, because I went on Safari and I typed in Instagram on Google. Yeah.
It's funny you go to Safari to go to Google. Okay.
I scrolled down. I scrolled down on Instagram and I saw the headlines. And it was like, and it's just 3 words. Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook are down. And then there was other headlines. People go crazy as social media outage. And there was bare of these. And when I saw all of those headlines, I was like, oh, everyone else is going through it. I don't care no more. But doesn't that say something about FOMO? I feel like a lot of people gave a fuck until they realized that nobody had it.
Yeah.
And then when they realized that nobody had it, I was like, you know what? I'm about to just turn off my phone.
Do you know what I did?
I'm about to do up meditation.
It took me 10 minutes. I was like, oh. Then I checked Twitter and I was like, oh, it's not just me. I just started watching it on the block. See, on my block, and I was
the only reason why it bothered me so much is because I had DMs that I had opened, and I didn't respond to them. So I'm thinking,
you're thinking you're boying them off.
These people are gonna be like, Luke, why
are you boying me off like that?
People,
people,
I replied as soon as that shit started. As soon as that came back on.
My thing that was funny.
The next day.
The thing that was funny for me was watching my mum lose her shit. That was funny. WhatsApp is something for African parents. I don't know if it's for Caribbean parents, but my mom was losing her shit. She was like, hey, what's going on? The WhatsApp. No, what's going on? Is it just me?
You know what?
Is it just me? I think about, is this phone? I'm like, mum, it's everyone. She's saying this is like, is it just me? I'm like, it's everyone, mum.
See, my mum was more pissed about Facebook. She was vexed about Facebook.
It's either WhatsApp or Facebook that's kicking them off.
Vexed about Facebook. And I just thought that was funny.
I
found it funny that the older generation was really pressed
They lost it more.
They were really pressed about it.
My mum was like, she would come in my room like, is it come back? I was like, mum, I don't know. I'm not on my phone. I don't know.
Can you imagine sitting in your room and you just see your mum's head poke around the corner?
Is it back? No, I was like, I don't know what is happening.
No, but yesterday.
Why do you ask me?
What number was it yesterday? That was last week. When was that?
That was I think it was last weekend, I think it was the weekend last week. Was it? No, it wasn't, because that was last week. I don't know. It wasn't this past weekend. I think.
When did I stop? When did I finish?
It feels like it was a few.
When did I finish Alice in Borderlands? Because it was when I finished Alice in Borderlands. It was early last week. It was like Monday or Tuesday.
It may have been Monday or Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Monday. I think it was a Monday last week.
That was funny.
The only thing that pissed me off was WhatsApp, because I was like, oh shit, I got work. I got someone that's messaging me about work and shit like that. That's what was jarring me.
I did not care.
But more time, I didn't give a shit.
WhatsApp, I didn't care.
Because Twitter was still up, and I was like, I could still get my banter, so I didn't really care.
See, now when I went on Twitter, I was just heartbroken. I was shattered. It was in that moment. If I had my other Twitter. Like, my other Twitter that I actually have, like, people there that I know and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you have to go on your new one. There's nothing there.
Where I have 3 followers, and I'm following 2 people.
There's just nothing there.
I was like, what is...
I'm not doing anything.
So, no, I just turned it off. I just turned it off and watched Alice in Borderlands, which...
which is good.
Quick one about Alice in Borderlands. That
This is not a free ad. You have to pay us.
huh?
It's not free ad. You have to pay us.
No, but Alice in Borderland. Alice in Borderland. I do feel like it would have connected better as an anime.
What is it about?
Alice in Borderland.
Without spoiling
It's
it.
based on a manga, and that's one thing I'm going to mention as well. I do feel like this is going to be.
Oh, the explanation will spoil it.
A lot of mangas are going to.
Oh.
This is what's going to happen to a lot of mangas now. A lot of mangas are going to get live action adaptations rather than anime adaptations, and I think. I think the success. Go watch Alice in Borderlands because it's really good, and that is straight from manga. Listen. I'm not saying it's going to replace it. It will not replace it. Anime will always have a culture, and it will always be big, and it will always be popping. But I'm saying you're going to find that it's going to be a lot
more
of mangas.
live action.
A lot of
adaptations.
mangas are going to get their first adaptation on live action now.
Rather than anime.
That
Yeah.
not rather than, but like as an alternative.
Yeah.
There will be a lot more of them now.
It would make sense if it goes from manga to film. You know what I mean? Because it's
But
from, like,
that's another thing.
rather
And that's
than anime. Because if
that's
it's
another
anime,
thing.
then expectations are too high, bro.
That's another thing.
You're never gonna-
I'm predicting this right now. You see the 10 years that we just got from the comic book industry in the film.
It's gonna come into like manga. No, I can see
manga and anime is going to be the next 10 or 20 years or 10 or 15 years of mainstream
like
media.
live action.
Don't be surprised.
adaptations.
Don't be
Cool,
alarmed if a lot of your favorite animes
Get live action.
get live action adaptations, and be even less surprised if some of them are really good.
Yeah, I feel like some of them will really. I feel like some of them are gonna be really good. I feel like because remember we were in Germany and we were watching the Fullmetal Alchemist one live
was
adaptation.
horrible.
That was
That was
dog shit. Because one, I hear
I
you,
tried to watch it. I thought,
bro. That film was bad as hell. One, it looked like basically cut and paste, which is fair. You're adapting an anime, which is then adapting a manga. So fair enough, but. Your actors, one, I hear you wanna. It's because it's it's anime, therefore you will cast Japanese actors. These characters aren't even Asian.
They're German.
They're German.
It's just,
What are you doing?
But it's because they did. I guess it's because they did the production in Japan. In Japan, so they casted, around
It would
themselves.
have made more
Which
sense if they
I
did-
thought was
if
very.
They did in Germany, bro, like in Berlin or Frankfurt or somewhere like with old school building. That would have banged. You know what I mean?
See, I was watching Squid Games, and I saw Ali. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Korea being diverse. I think that went right over a lot of people's heads.
I think that actor is
Well,
amazing.
I-
Imagine
he
learning
is.
Korean.
No, I think he might have actually been Korean.
You think?
I feel like
He was born and raised-
Like, no, he's obviously not of Korean descent.
Yeah, I know, but you're
I
saying
think I think he does live. In
If it's not, then if it's that case, then fair enough. But if it's not,
No,
holy
if he
shit,
learned
that's
If he
insane.
learned Korean to be in that, but I'm pretty sure if I was to like search his name up, he would have been like been born, or like even at the very most have just lived in
Yeah,
Korea
for
the
a
past,
period.
like,
Yeah.
20 years.
Fair enough.
But I just I picked that up.
Yeah, that was-
straight
I was
away.
like, that is dope.
Whoa. Is that diversity I'm seeing in Korea? Like, because I think a lot of people sleep on that as well.
Yeah.
Like all of your K dramas, a lot of everyone loves these K dramas. How much diversity you see in that? But it's just, when it's not in the West and it's something other than just a white face. No one really pays attention to it. How many black people do you see in a Bollywood movie? How many white
To be
people?
fair, I'm not really watching
How
Bollywood
many
films
black
like that.
people watch
So
Bollywood movies. That's also another thing.
yeah, that's what I'm not really going out my way, sadly, to watch
we
Bollywood
don't
films.
watch it like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I probably should watch a bit more, but
No, I'm
I don't
gonna
normally
start
do.
watching Bollywood.
Same, I
films.
think I
When I was a
should.
kid.
Same as a
Yeah,
kid with my
yeah,
mum, and we used to
yeah.
back it, but like when you're a kid, you're not really appreciating
Never
shit
been
that
a
you should.
time when I've watched Bollywood movies.
Really, never.
I've never ever. My mum never watched Bollywood movies.
Fair enough. I mean, that's the only time you would really watch it.
My mum.
If I'm being totally honest.
Growing up, if it was up to my mum, I would have only been watching bad television: EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, all of that bad ass.
Or the Christmas specials.
No, the EastEnders Christmas.
No,
special.
yeah, Ease's Christmas special always slapped.
Slapped.
Bro, wait, was the Christmas special? Was that that episode? Was it where Stacey and Max were doing the thing? Was that the Christmas special?
I think so.
Yeah, man. EastEnders always slaps with their Christmas specials, bro. That was a bad moment, bro. Oof, went off. God damn.
How do you get caught on camera cheating?
That's some
and then
madness
watch
right
it in
there.
front of the family on
That's some
Christmas
Matt
Day.
Hancock shit. On Christmas Day as well, of all days. On family TV, my daughter's here.
Oh,
Household safe.
I was
Household
trying to get that turned off. He was like,
Come on.
Tell me
I
what
was
it
ready to watch Home Alone.
Tanya's just sitting there like, mate.
is. Mate, Tanya was like,
Tanya was like, yo.
Tanya was like, hey.
Just completely lost. Her head was off. She's like, I can't believe it happened to me.
She was like, hey.
Hey, Max, is that you?
Boyfriend looking at dad like, Jimmy.
Bradley all up there like,
Shimmy.
looking to cry.
Yeah.
Bradley, why?
Shimmy.
One needs a pancake.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you.
I would have.
Blood.
Hey, yo.
Imagine your dad's
All love.
pipe check, yeah.
All love to my father, but I would have spun his drawer. You know, he was in his side of, my wife, dad, my wife. Now, don't just shoot off the rip. Think about it.
Yeah, think about it. What are you gonna say?
What anime would you want to see adapted?
Live action. Oh fuck.
I've always said, yeah, I've always said that I would love to see a live adaptation of the origins around Attack on Titans.
What, before Eren? The
Before
age of
Eren.
Eren.
I would love to see the discovery of the Titans and then how they went about building the walls.
Oh, that's actually really
And
interesting.
who designed the walls, how they planned on clearing that area long enough for them to build the walls. I always thought that was such an interesting concept.
That's actually quite
and
interesting.
I would
Yeah, I'd be down
love
for
to
that.
see that as a live action.
I'll be down to see
Because it makes you think like, all right, so how did they? Because when they would have first discovered them, they wouldn't have had the technology to fight them. So how did they get behind those walls? If they were if these Titans was everywhere, like, you know what I mean? Because when you watch the show, that was the first thing I thought when I first saw Attack on Titans, when they were explaining it.
Yeah.
And then you look at the walls. There's three in there.
Yeah, three.
There's
I don't remember War. Is War Mario the one in the middle?
No, I swear.
Or was War Mario the big one outside?
War Mario. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I keep getting it
very
wrong.
but
To be fair,
War Mario,
I'm only still
I
at
feel
the end
like
of season
War Mario
2.
is the outer wall.
Explain though how
the
everything
Titan.
comes to.
No, they explain it, but they also explain it kind of like how in like how the opening crawl in A New Hope explains the Death Star, the plans to destroy the Death Star.
Yeah, it's quite a quick summary.
But then you watch Rogue One and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Like they deep dive into it. I would love to see how they would, like, there's a lot of drama. Like, I feel like there's a lot of drama in them executing this plan to create this space, this huge space that they need to say, all right, in this amount of time, we have to build these walls before these motherfuckers come and start chewing us alive. Because they had to build those things.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing.
So-
The first thing I thought was like, but then how do they build that if these things
These
were
are
just,
still roaming
because,
about.
like, look at it. Like, in the first episode, you can see them on the other side of the
They're
walls
just there.
doing up this.
Yeah.
Doing
Like-
up, scratching the walls and trying to climb, and they
Yeah.
can't get up there. It's like, so how did they get
How did they
that
do
there
that?
in
Yeah,
the
that's
first
actually quite
place?
interesting.
So I always thought that would, me personally, when it comes to
don't wanna steal your answer.
adapting anime,
It would have to be the greatest anime film. If they did it right, it would have to. The budget would have to be so mad. Fam.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
It would have to be.
But that's what I'm
so
saying.
mad.
It's like
Attack on Titan is not a joke.
when it comes to anime adaptations, right?
Yeah.
I feel
can't
like
mince on
I feel
budget.
like I don't want animes that we've already seen,
Yeah.
or if we do, I feel like they need to take it at different angles. Some animes can be Some animes can be adapted. We're seeing it now with
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
I don't know
It's
how I
about to-
feel about that, man. It's
Well, they did
really,
it live.
it's look,
They
It's
did
doing
it
a live
like
action.
for
Have you not seen
Netflix
it?
is a TV show. They're doing
They
it like,
released the opening and everything. It's
bro,
on YouTube.
I do not like how it's looking, bro.
After we
I'm an
finish,
anime head, innit? So I don't know if I'm gonna check.
Bro, I'm
Nah.
not gonna. How are you feeling about it? Because every time I see it, I feel like it looks like high budget cosplay. I need to see a trailer. I need to see more than just showing me.
it does look like high budget.
And Kill was going like, oh, it looks sick. I'm looking like, really, bro?
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
like, this isn't.
But you
it's
see,
not
but you
King
see,
doing
you
it.
see a Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
Pretty
Is
good
that
shit.
good?
Pretty good shit.
Because visually, it looked sick. It looked
Pretty
like
good
it
shit.
looked like the manga. I was like, this looks hard.
Pretty good shit.
This looks
so
hard.
I feel like
Cowboy Bebop is very important to me, so I don't know.
Like I was saying,
Bro.
I was saying,
yeah.
the animes, I feel like the shonen style animes should be left later on.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like
if you
now-
try and do Naruto and Bleach, you're moving mad.
No, please.
Bro,
You're moving
like,
off your head.
if they really want to be successful, don't even touch animes, bro. Go from manga straight to film.
Yeah, go for the manga shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Straight to film. Because then it's like, you know, with the manga, it's visual, but you use your imagination for the rest of that. With the film, you
But then
can-
again, that's what they did with comic book movies, because comic book movies went from comic book to television to film. Spider-Man had like their
They
show
had the
was
70s
running
show
for like
for time. They had the
the
70s.
they had their 90s
They have the
show.
90s
They had
animated
their
series, but they
90s
had the 70s
cartoons
show
for
as well.
3-4 years
Like a live
before
action 70s
Sam
show.
Raimi's Spider-Man came out.
That's different because it's some Western shit, you know what I'm saying? This is
No.
Japanese shit, bro.
Yeah, but that's
This
not
is
to say it's
Japanese shit.
different though.
It's not the same.
I mean, it's
It's not the
probably
same,
a
no,
different
but then
style
that
of
doesn't
art.
mean that the
Nah,
handlement
it's the
of it
same.
has to be
Nah, it's the
different.
same. It's not the same, bro. Simply because when you think about it like this, Japanese is strictly Japanese stuff. So the hardcore Japanese fans, it's not like cartoon and, you know, so 2D cartoon and flipping manga is the same, but it's not the same, bro. In the sense of the anime fans are really stuck on Japanese culture, anime thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but that's because
So
I
when
feel
you
like
see
I
a
feel like
westernized-
I feel
that in itself
no,
is a L,
because you
bro.
know why? Because I
That
feel
itself
like
is a L.
anime has always been more
Quite niche.
consistent with quality, whereas a lot of cartoons have been based upon what comes after, i.e., toy sales.
Yeah.
A lot of our favorite shows came up and was
toy sales, yeah.
pushed the way they was because of toy sales.
Yeah.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Digimon.
like all of them were
them.
pushed because there was an agenda behind it. The agenda was we need to sell toys. Transformers,
That's the only reason why Transformers was built was toys.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But it's
All
also-
of them was like, oh, we got this toy. That's what not Teenage Mutant
Transformers, yeah.
Transformers was a toy, and they were like, how are we gonna sell this toy? All right, cool. We're gonna make this show. Or it was a movie at first. I
think it was an animated film first, and after they got the show.
Yeah, we'll make this show and then this film, and this film will sell the toys, and that's where a lot of the West drives from. Whereas anime is a culture in its own.
Yeah.
They never used it to sell anything. They thought of anime first, and then
Whatever comes after,
years
comes after.
later, then they started saying, "All right, cool,
Let's
products.
do merchandise and all that.
merchandising."
It's the
So.
aftermath, so,
yeah.
Yeah.
the aftermath.
So
Because
quality
it's also-
goes in the.
You know what I
But
mean?
you tell you what, you see shows animes like I would say, I don't know if obscure.
I mean, they
is the
tried
word.
to do with Death Note as well.
Obscure
Oof.
is the word that I'm looking at, but stuff like, so if you see me personally, what I would absolutely love, yeah, is if they did a Death Note.
They did Death Note.
No, but not
watched-
about Light
Light.
Yagami and
L.
and not Light Yagami and what was his Shimogami? Shimogami? Is that what it was?
Shinigami.
What was he called again?
Fuck, I forgot his name.
Ryuk.
That's it.
Give me a different Death
character.
Note.
Yeah.
Give me a different Shimigami, and give me a different person somewhere. In some other country that we wouldn't even think
a
about.
sub-story.
Give me a Death
Like a filler
Note.
story.
Give me a Death
No,
Note.
not a liver story. Filler story. More like
give me
just a different story.
Give me a Death Note about some
A
kid,
totally different character.
Give me a Death Note about a kid, some random kid in Australia,
Yeah.
or a Death Note about some random kid in London, or not even London. Like where is like how Sex Education Mordel, some random
some one place outside, like
yeah,
England.
give me a Death Note about a kid, some kid in like a small area
town in, like, Kent or something.
or in Blackpool or something like that, with a completely different Shimigami. That would be awesome. Something like that. If you're gonna start taking anime, give us something different.
Yeah.
Give us some of the animes that not much people know about. That's not shonen. That's not shonen drive too much. Give me something like The Promised Neverland. Something like
I need
that.
to finish that.
But even worse, go watch Monster, bro.
I need to watch that, bro.
Watch Monster.
There's so much I need to watch.
Fuck people
Holy
up,
shit!
You know what I'm saying? Animes like that will fuck people up. You know what
I'm still trying to think of an anime.
I'm thinking.
I was gonna say Neon Genesis, but it's already been done.
Because you know the thing, the
because other
difference
things are
between
ripped off.
the difference between anime and
fucking
comic books.
Pacific Rim and
The difference between anime and comic books is that you
it's a
see
lifestyle.
comic books. No, but see, this is the thing. I think a lot of people sleep on comic books.
I think
No, no,
people
bro.
do because
Comic
both
books
are
is a-
lifestyle.
Comic books
Both
is a
are lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Comic books is a
bro.
lifestyle,
It's a
bro.
lifestyle.
Comic book is a lifestyle, but in the Western
And we
society,
could also argue that without comic books, there may not have even been mangas the way we know it.
never. But,
Which came first? Was it comic books or manga?
Superman.
Oh yeah, it was Superman. Yeah, true.
Superman.
Superman was the first.
1930,
Yeah, it was the first like
1939?
drawn like story.
I'm sure it was
with
19.
pictures.
No,
It
it
has
wasn't.
to
The,
be.
no, it wasn't the first. It
Bro,
wasn't the
Before
first.
manga, there was
But-
a thing called Shenhua.
The-
You know what I'm saying? Before manga, there was a thing called, I think, Shenhua, which was, and then it developed into manga, you know what I'm saying? So
But when was that?
When was that?
With like 1800s or so, you know what I'm saying? Let me check out.
But there was also comic strips. Also,
Yeah,
in,
that's
like,
what I'm
the
saying.
1800s and shit.
No, the first comic book was around 1939.
Yeah, it was Detective
When
Comics.
it was
Or was it Action Comics?
Action Comics.
Yeah, it was Action Comics. It was Superman Action Comics. Oh, issue number 1. Duh. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was in like 1939. That was the first time you could go and buy a comic book like in its entirety by itself. But before that, there was comics. There was comic book strips in newspapers.
In newspapers, yeah.
And that's where Superman started. It started in that, and then it went. Did it? I can't remember. But I feel like with manga, you can get more of those actor-fueled stories and actor-fueled performances from the get-go.
Yeah.
Whereas comic books,
You kinda have to add that.
Comic books as superhero movies have always had that spectacle first kind of
Thing,
feel to
and
it
then the deep
because
like
of-
underlaying like true human story was added.
And then
That is true.
actors had to find a
Had to
way to
add
give
the
that
humanity.
performance
Yeah.
in it. Whereas there's a lot of mangas that are just
They're just life, like slice of life. Yeah, just slice of life mangas and stuff.
You can,
That's why it's so much more relatable. You know what I'm saying? With manga.
no. There's a lot of
I feel like-
there's a
I
lot
feel
of
like-
comics.
relatable.
There's
Nah, I
a
feel
lot
like
of
with comics,
relatable
it's like-
comics.
Comic is like more. It's more fantasy driven. You know what I'm saying? Versus manga is like a slice of life thing is a real thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I would say,
Real thing.
you know what? I can't lie. I feel
It's
like
a
there's a
real
lot.
thing.
I feel like there's a lot more comic books that are more
More
reality based than manga.
I feel like it's just a little bit
Because
more
you're
niche.
thinking, you're thinking when you think of comic books, you're thinking of the big two. You're thinking of Marvel. You're thinking of DC. You're not thinking of
Of
Archie,
Image, you're not thinking of,
Image.
yeah,
Boom,
you're not
thinking of
you're not thinking
Vertigo.
of Archie comics.
There's a lot more like slice of life, realistic kind of based mangas than there's with cartoons, bro. Actually, the moment when you think of cartoons, fam, you think of some other shit that what we just talked about. You know what I'm saying? When you think of manga, it's like you have the Pokemon and stuff, but real niggas know that's just that kind of stuff, innit? You know what I'm saying? And then you have the slice of life, which is real deep. Like, it's a thing. Like when I say, I don't mean even to disrespect flipping cartoon, because cartoon it's a lifestyle, innit? But in the Western culture, it's more of a thing of if you're into it, you're into it. In Japan, it's like no, it's an everyday thing. It's like niggas
Yeah.
in the train.
I
Niggas
would
in the train, you know what I'm
say
saying?
that like
Niggas in
it's
the
more
train,
it's more like acceptable
Exactly.
in
You
Japan
see
to
your-
be.
It's more.
It's more.
status
It's
quo.
It's more status quo to be like, oh,
exactly.
you're reading a manga than it is here. Like, even though it's getting better relatively, if you were to see someone like our age
Bro,
reading
it's
a
not even
comic
more
book, people would be like,
acceptable. It's a culture in there. It's like
Yeah,
you see
it's
your
just a
Panasonic might just be on lunchtime.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
he's like just reading
Casually.
about something, like
Exactly. You know what
like
I'm saying?
reading. What's I was trying to think of slice of life anime, but mine couldn't go anywhere.
Oh, there's a million.
There's a few.
Yeah.
What's that one? You meet at 7 or something?
Or like school days.
Or school days? Yeah.
Like, these are real shit. Like that shit may be almost like, for lack of a better word, like that shit was depressing. Fam.
Shit,
I've
nigga
never
had the
seen
nigga
that
wanna
with-
cry.
You know what I'm saying?
Many nigga wanna cry.
Yeah.
Make me want to cry.
Okay, question. What's because I tweeted this. Let me see if I can remember. Okay. The first anime you watched, the latest anime you've watched, the best anime you've watched, and the worst anime you've watched. Best anime I've watched so far for me personally, because it's just a special place in my heart for it. No matter what, it's Code Geass. I don't know why, but I know why. I feel like that story is just phenomenal to me. I feel like personally.
I don't know why, but I know why.
I don't know why, but I know
I don't know
why.
if that counts.
I feel like it's phenomenal. I don't know. It's just
don't know why.
it's just so good. Worst anime is Elfen Lied. I don't know why people like it. I think it's dog shit. Elfen Lied was bad.
I like the way you say it every night.
Elfen Lied is how do you pronounce it? Is it
Lied.
Elfen Lied? Yeah, I did not like
yeah,
it
so-
at all. I
I think the last anime I watched, I could be wrong, but the last anime I watched, no, I'm not wrong. It was the last anime I watched was the Netflix remake of Shaman King.
is that good?
It's okay.
Yes
It's
or no?
okay. I think it's better because when you realize how much the original Shaman King doesn't age that well. And then it just makes it seem a lot better. So yeah, that was the last one I'd watched.
Best and worst.
Best anime that I've ever watched. That one's hard, boy. That one is. Can I say a season for the worst anime I ever watched? Because there's some seasons that I can say was the worst experiences.
Go ahead.
Like season 5 of Bleach. That was that was, I can say that was the worst season I've watched in anime.
What do you think of the latest season of Boku no Hero?
I haven't watched it.
Watch that.
I haven't watched it. I'm still on season 1. Boku no Hero.
I ain't even gonna give nothing away, but they're building some shit up. A lot of people are complaining, but
What, My Hero Academia?
yeah, they build.
I still haven't finished it.
Yeah,
I know people don't like it. Really?
They build up. They're building some crazy shit.
I'm still on season 5 for it.
I just left out the anime.
Whenever I said like, oh, at the end of the next season, shit's gonna get dark.
Yeah. Something bad happens.
Something.
Mad.
I think
I'm not even on the manga.
I'm not even gonna say. I feel.
Typical anime does it. Like they give you like some mad climax, and then it just goes to, or like you'd think that it's calm a bit, but like they just build up so much like dialogue into the next. But when it's there, it's like, oh shit, yeah.
Days. This is what you've been doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's what this is doing. Man.
I need to finish it. Because when I like an anime or a show or whatever, I don't want to finish it too soon. So I always stop. Then I jump back.
You're like my brother.
Yeah.
I just want to finish.
Because I'm like, shit, I went so close to finishing it. And I was like, let me slow down. Let me slow down.
Oh yeah, but this one especially, Boku no Hero, it matures real quick.
Someone dies. Someone dies that you didn't expect to die.
I don't know. I feel like this is such a freaking cliche, but can I say my favorite?
I knew you were going to say it's Naruto, isn't it?
Can I say my favorite anime is Akira?
That's fair. Akira is one of the greatest animes ever come out. That's fair.
Nah, man.
Wait, really? You got to accept that's your favorite?
That's lazy, bro.
You think?
Yeah, it's not even the greatest anime. It's one of the greatest.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, that's what I said. It's one of the greatest animes. Come on.
Or Ghost in the Shell. Because I remember watching Ghost in the Shell when I was like maybe 9-10 years old and being blown away by that.
Yeah. So that animation still holds up as well. Like you can put up any fucking anime. So yeah, and the story's solid.
Or Street Fighter Alpha.
I never watched Street Fighter Alpha. I never expected that. I never expected it.
Street Fighter Alpha. That's one when he had the little brother.
Can't say.
I didn't even know it.
Yeah. Ryu.
Ryu had Ryu's little brother was in it. I'm sure it was Street Fighter Alpha. It might have been Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2.
Did anyone watch Inuyasha?
I need to watch that. It's on the list.
That shit was so demonic, bro.
Inuyasha's the one with the...
no, I tell a lie. I tell a lie. I tell a lie.
Yeah, it isn't.
I tell a lie. I tell a lie.
shit made me
My
so
favorite
shocked.
anime. My favorite anime. Devilman Crybaby.
I've heard that's
The Netflix
crazy.
remake.
It's crazy good.
Devilman Crybaby.
Is it worth a watch?
Chef's Kiss. You know, I watched episode 1 one time in my room. In my room, yeah. I was in my room. I watched it. This is when I was with my ex. She was sleeping right next to me. I had my arm around her.
Painting the picture.
Back when I was happy. But so I went into it thinking I was gonna watch one episode. I ended up watching the whole season that one night. The whole show. Finished it. Gorgeous.
How many episodes are there?
Gorgeous. Devilman Crybaby.
How many episodes are there?
It's like...
Is it 26 and you watched it in one night? Like,
no, it wasn't that many.
Alright, fair dues.
It was like 14, 15.
Alright, that's not bad.
But remember, the episodes are like...
Yeah, they're only 20 minutes.
So
Yeah, so that's calm. You can watch that in like one night.
Yeah, I watched it pretty much like I was there for like 4 hours.
Yeah. That sounds about right, yeah.
I love that shit. I can't tell you what my worst one is. I don't know.
Really?
I don't have one.
You don't have an anime with that? Oof.
Listen, because I don't...
Not even saw that
I don't-
online. Season 2.
No, because you're saying seasons. Because like I said, if we're talking seasons, no one's going to top season 5 of Bleach, bro. I'm still angry. You know what the insult to injury was to that? Because that was back when I was watching animes with box sets. I was never going online and watching my animes. I bought the box sets. I would go out to HMV and buy the box sets. So I bought season 5. Yeah.
Oh,
Bought
so you
that
spent your
shit,
fucking money on
watched
it.
it.
Shattered.
Hated it.
Couldn't get a refund.
And then the audacity. My mum went and bought it for me as a present, not knowing that I already had it. So I have doubles.
That's horrible. That's
I have doubles of the worst.
Imagine
season of
opening
Bleach.
that on Christmas Day.
No, I have doubles of the worst season of Bleach.
What did you say to her when you opened it?
I was just like, Mum, I have this already. And she was like, I thought you might have. And I was like, why would you buy it?
What did you do?
But, yeah, but we gone over an hour. We were an hour and 9 minutes.
Now.
So we have to,
I need a piece, anyways.
we have
I need a piece.
to hit this one on pause. But then, that's.
Alright.
We back outside.